Kei Nishikori and David Ferrer have had some dazzling, grueling battles against each other, but this will be their first meeting for a while as they face off with a quarterfinal at the Madrid Masters on the line. Since their last meeting, which was a quarterfinal at this very event in 2015, little has changed for Nishikori, which can be seen as problematic in itself. He hasn't reached another Grand Slam final. The US Open 2014 runner-up finished to Marin Cilic, remaining his sole tilt at a major title so far. He hasn't won a Masters 1000 series, although he did make two finals in 2016 in Miami and at the Canada Masters. He hasn't succeeded in bettering his career high ranking of World No. 4 and comes into the Madrid Masters ranked World No. 8 after failing to defend his runner-up points from Miami and Barcelona. He lost to Fabio Fognini in the quarterfinals in Miami and was unable to play Barcelona, where he is a two-time champion, due to a right wrist injury which threatened to cloud his participation at the Madrid Masters, where Nishikori was a runner-up in 2014. In fact, Nishikori struggled badly in his opener before finding his feet. Schwartzman, who has played a lot more clay court tennis than Nishikori in 2017 and was coming off an excellent win over Albert Ramos Viñolas, raced to a 6-1 lead before Nishikori dug in and turned the match around, although not without squandering a 3-1 lead in the decider before eventually getting the win 1-6, 6-0, 6-4. It was a very tough one, Nishikori said. He's obviously playing very well, very solid from baseline. He was very aggressive in the first set, but in the second set, I started grinding a little more and played a little smarter. I have to say I was a little bit lucky. There was a couple of net cords and balls hitting the lines. Sometimes I need some luck to win. I'm very happy with my tennis in the second and third sets. All in all, it feels like Nishikori has plateaued a bit over the past couple of years, but staying where you are is a lot better than tumbling down, which is what has happened to David Ferrer. For so long a stalwart of the top 10 and a seemingly perennial presence in the latter stages of Masters 1000 series events, Ferrer was ranked as high as World No. 3 in 2013 after making his sole Grand Slam final at the French Open, and is one of the few men outside the so-called Big Four to have won a Masters 1000 series title, triumphing in Paris in 2012. He comes into Madrid ranked World No. 30, however, and hasn't made a Masters 1000 series quarterfinal since the BNP Paribas Masters in Paris in the autumn of 2015. Ferrer had to miss a few months in the middle of 2015 due to an elbow injury, and ever since then he hasn't seemed quite the same. He went 3-6, 2-2 in 2016, making semi-finals in Auckland, Buenos Aires, Geneva, Bastad, Beijing and Vienna, as well as the quarterfinals of the Australian Open, but his failure to defend his 2015 points at the Masters 1000 series level really hurt him, and he was out of the top 10 and down to World No. 19 by the end of the year. In 2017, Ferrer has only slid further, with defeats to Jordan Thompson and Robin Haas in January and a third-round loss to Roberto Bautista Agut at the Australian Open, beginning a 5-match losing streak that saw him unceremoniously ousted in Buenos Aires, Rio de Janeiro, Miami and Barcelona. It was only last week at the Estoril Open that Ferrer, the one-time dogged and supremely effective clay court player, got his first win on clay for 2017, beating a Portuguese wildcard ranked outside the top 400 and Ryan Harrison to make the semi-finals, where he lost 3-6, 3-6 to eventual champion and younger Spanish player, Pablo Carreno Busta.